Greetings, I'm Slice, and today I'm going to be reacting and giving my thoughts on the Silent Hill 2 gameplay trailer that has released recently. If you want to watch the whole video, it'll be linked in the description. As a sort of starting note, I played Silent Hill 2 recently in its entirety from start to finish. You can find that full playthrough on my channel. So this comes from an opinion of a person that didn't grow up with this game. So I'm not quote-unquote blinded by nostalgia. And mind you, this is just my opinion. Of course, you can feel any way you want and believe whatever you want. And, you know, you can dislike it, you can like it. This is just purely for entertainment purposes. So please, please keep that in mind. I'm not here to tell you think the way I think, okay? So at the end of this reaction, I will also be giving my thoughts and analyzing sort of how I feel about this, okay? So here we go. This looks pretty good. The classic title that defines psychological horror. Sure. Yes. I would say so. The fog-shrouded town of Silent Hill like you've never seen it before. This looks pretty good. I like that they're still trying to go for an art style. While still trying to make it look good.
What could she mean?
It looks fine. That's Maria, sorry.
I promised you'd take me there again someday.
Oh, the boat section's back. My
You
gosh.
never did.
I hated that part. In a good way. Oh, this is gameplay right here.
Is she really alive?
I like this view. I really, really liked it. Okay, we've got ray tracing. Very good. I like that it's realistic, but it still keeps an art style. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going for hyper realism like other games. I like the absence of a HUD.
Hey, wait.
The animations are kind of the only thing that pull me out of it. I think the character looks too relaxed. I think he should be a little bit more tense. Like, oh, you can actually go in there. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, he looks too relaxed, like he's just having a stroll in the park, you know? Like, that's what I would change personally. I would improve the animation of him walking. I know it's James and he just doesn't really care too much, but, you know. Now he's scared. He should be walking like this the entire time. Once again... Okay, pause a little for a second. Once again, they're not going for hyper-realism, but they put a lot of detail on the character himself, you know, James. But the monster itself, which has good animations, it moves like the original one. It looks a little bit too smooth. It doesn't look scary to me. It kind of just looks like a weird thing that doesn't really belong to this environment. That's the first impression you know, that's why I wanted to pause here to give you my opinion on this. It just looks like it's kind of a little bit out of place. Maybe give it as much detail as the character has to make it look a little bit more scary. It's fine though. Overall, it is fine. Slightly more detail would help though. Yeah, this is how the gameplay was in the original. You just beat stuff to death. That's how it was. Okay, he's hurt. Is he gonna heal with pills or? I kind of recognize these areas. I like that it's a remake, but it's kind of. Oh, and you can. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, see, told you. Supplements. A health drink. Yeah, that's cool. They brought that back. Yeah, this looks great. I see the okay, I don't look, I know I don't want to be that guy, and I know there's a lot of those guys, those people, that wanna immediately think this is just a ripoff of RE remakes, right? The RE2, 3, and 4 remakes. I can see the inspiration, okay? I can see. They're going for minimalism, not much on screen other than your character, and every now and then you get a minimalistic like little X symbol thing, or you know, an arrow thing that's pointing that you can interact on something that you can interact with. I can see that. I can see it. But the gameplay is what matters to me, right? So the gameplay, of course, is not like Resident Evil 4 Remake or 2. There are nods at that. You know, there are sort of hints at that sort of thing, right? I mean, rightfully so. Resident Evil is like the leader of the survival horror genre. So, of course, they're going to take inspiration from this. That's cool. You can examine things in your hand. Okay. Oh, okay. He actually writes it down. I actually like that. It's kind of weird, but he marks it on the... I like this. I really, really like this. I like that. That's more interaction with you and your character. Oh, it's Laura. Oh
What
my
you got there?
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
What? Hey, wait! How do you know her name?
Hey, it's Maria. This is one of those iconic places in the original game.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Let's look around.
I like this a lot. Yep. I really, really like this. I like that they're still implementing the notes into the gameplay, like in the original game. They were such a crucial thing to have to keep track of. Oh, nice. Little nod at the nurses. I mean, overall, the animation of the character really doesn't matter too much. It's just being, you know, picky. I think it's fine. But if it were up to me, I would make it look like he's struggling a little bit more, like slightly more scared.
Wait!
It's okay. We don't want to hurt you.
Is she gonna say the Is she gonna say the thing?
Now. Where is that girl?
Oh, you're near an enemy. He has 4 bullets. Oh, there she is, the nurse. One of the most iconic characters of this. Okay, the sprint is not too fast. I like that. So important to get the speed of the character down. Okay, enemies don't seem to go across rooms. That's really cool. Oh, you can stun them? Right. Okay. And you can dodge. Oh, they can block you as well. The combat, I like that the combat is similar, but it's of course modernized and revamped in a way. I like that there's an animation for healing as well. Anything that the character can interact with has an interaction, has an animation. That's a bit creepy. Oh, I pricked myself. Is that the quote that he's gonna say? Oh, it's the needle to pull the key from the thing. I don't know why people are... Oh yeah, here we go. This is where you put, yeah, band needle. Oh. You missed. Oh, nice. They brought back the stomp. That's awesome. Yep. All of this seems familiar, but with this different sort of take. It's not exactly the same, but it's It's sort of like how they redid the RPD in RE2, where it's familiar but it's not the same.
Mary's my friend. We met at the hospital last year.
Stop lying. Laura, I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
Fine, don't believe me. See if I care.
Hey!
Let go.
Sorry, Laura, but I can't let you just run around this place. You might get hurt.
Hurt by what?
Look, just stay with me, okay? This is no place for a kid.
Fine. But there's something I gotta get.
Laura,
It's important.
what is it?
A letter. For Mary.
Oh, I know what this is.
You sure this is where you left it?
It's in the back. Behind an old pipe.
Okay, wait here. Let me out of here, you little brat!
In your dreams, fart face.
She said it.
Please open the door. There's something in here.
She said it.
Prince, a big lying fart face. See a fart face?
Laura! Laura!
That's awesome. I'm glad. I'm glad they brought that back. Oh, yeah, the monster design is fine. And there you have it, Silent Hill 2. So, I wanted to give my thoughts about something. So, like I said, I didn't grow up with this game. It wasn't part of my childhood. I did play the original Silent Hill 1 when I was a kid on the PlayStation 1, but I never really was interested in it as much as I was interested in Resident Evil or something else at the time. So I didn't follow this sort of series as much as I would have loved to. I only recently played Silent Hill 2 about a year ago on my channel. I did that on a live stream, on a couple of live streams, but you can find the full video in the description or at the end of this video. Anyway, a lot of people were already condemning this game before it was even revealed. People were already saying that it was not going to be enough, it was going to suck, it's not even the same team, it's a bunch of random quote-unquote people working on it, and they were already hating on it. And I totally understand the feeling of that. I know when a sort of game like this gets remade, people become attached to the idea of the game, of the memory of the game, the memories they grew up with, right? Not specifically the game itself. You know, that's why back in the day, I mean, if you were to play Silent Hill 2 now, the original, you would probably think, oh, a lot of the things are very rudimentary, like the camera angles, the graphics, the voice acting. But if you grew up with this sort of game, you kind of have that nostalgia that blinds you a little bit, and you look at this and you don't get the same feeling, so immediately those people think it's not the same, it's going to suck. See, the way I see it is, this is, of course, perhaps not going to be as iconic as the first game, you know, the original game, sorry, but it's more like a fun thing. Here's how we could do it if we were to do it nowadays. That's the point of a remake. It's not meant to replace, it's meant to just look at it through a different, you know, set of eyes. From this gameplay, it looks like it is sort of that kind of game where there is a little bit of linear, at least in the hospital part, but you do have that freedom of being able to look around, interact with things. One of the things that I enjoyed the most about old school survival horror games was that you could inspect random corners of the map and a little flavor text would come up and your character would say, nothing useful here, or this looks like it's been, you know, used for a long time. That sort of thing makes you feel like the decisions you're making matter, that you actually are playing the game as opposed to just walking down a hallway. It looks great. It looks awesome. I like that they're going for an art style and not just pure realism. And I can tell the developers have looked at the original work extensively and they're doing their best at modernizing it. That's fine. I welcome this change, you know. Anyway, I could ramble about video games for ages. Leave a like if you've enjoyed this video, subscribe if you haven't already, check out my other videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.